Well, that would be true of any 3-0 lead. I think the offensive part of our game was there in the back half. The guy made some saves. We missed some nets for the 3-0 part.
Can you talk a little bit about the emotions of seeing Matthew Tkachuk being helped off the ice and then boom,
Yeah.
come back, be able to come back?
You know what? Really good on him because we had a whole bunch of guys. Like, we need these 4 days bad between guys with the flu and a bunch of guys that played not at 100%. We think most of them will get right back to good. You know, I think we didn't have a whole lot in the tank, but they didn't lay over in that game, and there's some pretty good spark there. So we'll leave it where it is. I think, yeah, the 4 days are going to be great for this team. It was our third home game this month, and we've done a little traveling here from the start of the season. So I thought it showed, and not so much the will, just the ability to push through.
Yeah, going back to Tkachuk though, it looked scary live. It
Yeah.
looked just as bad on
Yeah.
the replay for him to be able
Yeah.
to come back 2.5 minutes.
Well,
into the
it's
second.
because he knows, because he knew that he wasn't the only guy in the training room at that point, and that we couldn't afford to lose 2 or 3 guys go down at once, because we were probably going to be in the penalty box a little bit, and we were going to be short, so he wouldn't do that to his teammates.
Anything with Nico?
He tried to come back, but he couldn't. So we'll just listen to his upper body day to day. We'll see how he is when he comes out of the break.
What does it say about Matthews, just maybe what he means to this franchise when you see what the crowd does when he gets back out there?
Well, he's got a great, you know, I've talked about Sam Reinhart and his intelligence, and Matthews got a great emotional feel for the game about what needs to happen next. He just knew we needed him back. He wasn't at 100%, obviously. And I've seen him play with a broken collarbone, so and he tried to figure out a way. He tried to figure out a way tonight, and we appreciate that about him.
You talked about the so-called Stanley Cup hangover on day one of camp.
Yeah.
1A, whatever it was. You guys have not seemed to lose a step
Right.
here. How much pride do you think they take in that, you take in that you guys have been able to just pick her up from the start?
Well, I would tell you that it's not easy, and full credit, because I think that, you know, there's about a 10-day block there at the end of November where it wasn't a hangover. It was flights all over the place, the other side of the world and back, caught up to us, and then fought our way back out. I think we were 10-3-1 since that, and it's still a long way from the finish line. We did a lot of traveling in that, so I got lots of faith in these guys and their ability to dig in and claw their way out of fatigue. I mean, there's a lot of will in that room, so I'm really proud of what they did this month, especially. Last month was an absolute grinder. We had, I think, 11 of 14 playoff teams coming back from Finland, and it caught up to us, but they wouldn't. It's kind of like the game tonight. It doesn't always go the way you want it, but you just can't roll over in those games, and we didn't do that.
Looks like your new guys have fit right
Like the
into
new
it, right?
guys. I mean, A.J. Greer and those have been really, really good for us. A.J., there's no quitting that man. Like, he had some miles on him tonight too. Had to leave the bench a couple times, but kept coming out and kept battling. Like, he fits right in, right at home. He's been a real pleasant surprise for us.
Schmidt, I mean, you talked about his trying to regain his
Yeah,
game.
we got guys. We got 3 guys on the back end that are trying to establish themselves, and I think that's what the new guys need to do, right? They need to come in and fit in. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy your time off.